Love him or hate him, you've probably heard his name by now. This is Clevikiller. Clevikiller isn't your typical streamer. On Kick, he's built a following that's part loyal fans, part critics, but everyone is watching. From late night streams to viral clips, his name just keeps popping up on your For You. Not a lot of people know this, but Clavicular started out really early, starting with focused looks maxing and self-improvement content. He had a lot of edgy commentary, a lot of rage baited included in his content, focusing on looks maxing and self-improvement, trying to spread influence on his viewers. Now, as a lot of people see Clavicular, his early streams used to be a lot about taking steroids, drugs, trend, all of that stuff in that lane. And that's what made him so popular. He set a specific formula for himself and spread it across all of social media. And that's a part of the reason to why he is so hated today. To a point where he really didn't care about concerns about ethics and safety anymore. He just wanted to take the risks that no one else would take. And that's why Clavicular is so smart at this point, okay? He knows his own limits and he's pushed beyond them because he knows that what's beyond his limits is gonna help him become more successful on K. I think we've all seen Clavicular's first big clip ever, and that's when he has a Tesla Cybertruck and he runs over a fan or, well, someone on his hood on the Tesla. And he just keeps on going and someone looks back and says, I hope he's okay. And Clevikiller says, hope he's not. Basically saying that he hope he's dead. The way Clevikiller does his content makes pretty much everyone surrounding him, not only surrounding him, but most likely his family as well, just hate him. And now he could become more controversial than Charlie Kirk at this point if he just keeps on going. He's getting to the Jack Doherty level, but also he's going beyond what Jack Doherty used to do. He basically took someone else's legacy into his own hands, even though he hated that person so much. For those of you who don't know, Jack Doherty and Clevikiller don't have the best relationship between them, as they had some big controversy before. But that's beside the point. I think all of those days where Clevikiller hanged out with Jack, he most likely took a lot of notes in his head to what content he was supposed to do. Clevikiller is kind of like another build on Kick. He knows that he would be extremely controversial, and that's why he started streaming on Kick instantly. And he knew that when he ran over this guy with his Tesla, he knew that it would spark some global outrage for apparent recklessness. He knew that, and he did that on purpose, just so he could get what he wanted. The way Clavicular does stuff is like, he obviously thinks about it, but he also wants to go further and further. At this point, I think he's gonna probably commit like crazy crimes before he actually gets to the peak he's gonna get to. And I just saw a clip of Clavicular getting choked out by a jiu-jitsu coach, and this guy is whispering into Clavicular's ear. He's like, I'm sick of seeing your content. I could easily knock you out right now. And then he lets go and everyone surrounding them are laughing. Now, obviously, what he's doing is not right. I mean, what Clevikiller is doing isn't right either. But what I'm saying is wherever Clevikiller goes, he always has eyes on him, basically, because so many people know him from his controversy. And now, he's still a growing teenager. So every mistake he makes is basically the mistakes on the internet. When you're a teenager and you still make tons of mistakes, but you still learn from them. Well, his mistakes are online now. So the influence he gets online is the mistakes he's gonna keep on pursuing for however long he wants to. And all of those mistakes are gonna be saved online and they can't be used against him because he wants to pursue these mistakes. He wants to keep on going with these mistakes, no matter how far back he'll go. At this point, I think Clavicular doesn't really care about the views because he knows that he will get more than every single Twitch and Kick stream at this point. Because of this controversy, there's so many people still respecting him. And that's what I'm gonna get to. Clavicular is only respected for 5 to 6 reasons. Well, first of all, he's fearless. He does things he knows streamers would never do. And obviously to a point where not even the Kick platform themselves would accept. He knows what he's doing. His intention is getting into jail just so he could come out with more views. This guy is playing it smart. He has a whole game plan behind it, but no one knows it. That's Clavicular for you. He has a very entrepreneurial mindset as well. He's a master view manipulator. As I said before, he wants to get into jail. He expects everything that is happening. Driving over someone on a hood, that was his intention this whole time. He wanted to do that because he knew that it would cause and spark controversy on the internet. He wanted people to make content on him so he could get more clips and he could get more viewers. Basically, Clevikiller has accepted the fact that he will probably never change himself and he'll just keep remaining as Clevikiller and still cause controversy without really trying. Just by his existence, there's already so much going on surrounding him. It's 2026 now. By the time this year is over, Clevikiller is gonna expand and go beyond. That's something that should be expected at this point. Now, even though he causes so much controversy, he always comes back. He has relentless consistency. He doesn't care what people think about it. He just keeps on coming back because he just wants more. He's hungry after more. And the fact that he doesn't really hide who he is online makes it even worse, because that just truly means that everything he does is legit. I have a feeling he will start sparking controversy with other streamers, like really big streamers, to this point where he will probably go there, collab with them, and they will try to stay away to have their image, but he will just come in and ruin it. Most likely. Clevikiller isn't your average Twitch streamer. He is a Jack Doherty plus self-improvement Hamza looking creator plus a master manipulator. This guy is never gonna go down. Jail won't even stop him. He's probably gonna have some outside contact or something. Clavicular is not your average streamer. His whole content is based on controversy, just like Jack Doherty. And now this leads me to my final point. Influence. His influence is really insane as well. There is still people respecting him. And that respect comes down to looks maxing and taking drugs and taking trend and taking steroids. He encourages that to a really big extent. I think at this point, the whole internet is onto him. And he knows that, so he just keeps on pushing it to the point where he pushes his thoughts into the haters' heads. And he might just win them over. That's Clevikiller. Clevikiller is a different breed at this point when it comes to streaming. I've probably never seen another more reckless and relentless streamer as Clevikiller. And the way he's operating now, either someone will take his head, he would just get thrown to the side after a while. And thrown to the side is definitely not gonna happen at this point. Or he's gonna exceed everyone's expectations and become something even bigger. He might exceed the biggest streamers as well. That's something we'll never know for now. Now, my personal opinion on this, you could probably skip this if you don't really care about what other people think. All I'm saying is Clevikiller seems to be a bad person. That's very clear right now. And I think he will probably go further and further no matter what. How he operates is just really crazy. Obviously, he's doing wrong stuff. But also, low-key, I think all of this is some form of rage bait. Not only. I don't watch him. I don't hate on him. I don't really engage in anything he does. But this guy is something completely different. We just know that something else might happen over time. That's just something we won't know for now. But 2026 is going to be a crazy year for this guy. He's going to go up and beyond. He probably is going to exceed everyone's expectations. He's going to beat every big streamer. If he keeps view manipulating, his rage bait is on another level. Well, alright, that's the ending of this video. I just want to come on here, yap for a little, but we're good now. Peace.